today I'm going to talk about 3 tips on to get the most out of your nitrogen fixing cover crop. So as you know, a lot of legumes will actually fix nitrogen. And what the heck does that mean? Basically what it means is if you plant a legume, like right here we have some lupins, what happens is if the rhizobium bacteria, and there's other bacteria, they'll inoculate the roots of those plants. And when they inoculate it, they cause little nodules to swell. They then take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into a nitrogen form that plants could use. The bacterium, what they get is basically the sugars from the plant. Now there's a few things. Not all bacterium is the same. So depending on the cover crop that you use, make sure you're using the correct rhizobium bacteria or other bacteria. And sometimes you have it in your soil already. I've never used it and I haven't. But another thing to do is check the nodules to see if you actually are getting those nodules. So come over here and I'm gonna, don't tell anyone, I'm gonna rip these pretty flowers up. These are lupins. We're not using these for a cover crop, by the way. We let these go to seed. So I'm gonna pull this one up. And you can see the nodules right there. So if you have those, then you're good. But here's the thing, really active growing nodules should be more pink or red. I am a little suspect about these. So I'm gonna cut this open and see what color they are inside. So, there we go. See how nice and red that is? So this is a good operating nodule, meaning we have the correct bacterium and it is functioning. Sometimes if you have the nodules, what happens is if you let your plants go too dry, the bacterium actually dies. So the third tip is if you do want the maximum nitrogen fixation and the nitrogen back into your soil, unfortunately, you can't let this go to seed. So say you're using fava beans and you want to harvest fava beans. Once they go to seed, the benefits of the nitrogen are gone. So this is the peak time to cut your cover crop down when it's in bloom. And you could till the green underneath or you could leave it on top and let it break down on its own. So basically, make sure you have the correct bacterium in the soil. Check it by looking for nodules and seeing if they're pink or red. Don't let it dry out. And to get the most out of the cover crop, make sure that you cut it down in peak bloom, unfortunately. So hopefully that helped you understand a little bit more and some tips to help you grow a good cover crop.